Now, in 2015, when I moved to North Cyprus, I didn't know so many things that I know today. That is why you see I put in all these efforts to make sure that most of my brothers, most international students, they migrate to Europe or to Canada or to Australia or to New Zealand. Welcome back to our channel. On this channel, we will only be talking about content for Canada, content for Japan, content for Australia, content for New Zealand, content for South Korea. Okay, I listed them already. So please share the video. Now, today we are going to be talking about Canada. If you want to apply for a study permit slash study visa to migrate to Canada, I would like to draw your attention to this. The website you are going to be using is IRCC. If you go to Google and type this, you're going to see it. This is just to remind you, to those who do not know, that that is the website you are going to use. Now, you have to be careful with people telling you, oh, I have a job visa for you. All of those things, 98% of them are fake. Now, if you watch our videos and you still have a problem, then reach out to expert. My booking details is below. Okay, my other videos about Europe and studying in other European countries on the other channel below. Thank you. So I'm going to be giving you the list of some documents that you should consider if you want to migrate to Canada in 2026 as an international student. Now, I will not encourage you to do maybe April intake now or May intake, and I can't equally encourage you right now to do January intake. Remember that Canada is very tricky and they do not want too many students, not just Canada, even Europe too. But the documents you need to apply for your study permit application to study in Canada are, I'm going to be giving you some and telling you some of the most important things and striking things you should put into consideration. Document number one, if you are going to do medicals, upfront medicals, there is something called upfront medicals. Okay, do it. If you do not have the money and you do not want to do it, you leave it. However, if they evaluate your file, and they, I mean IRCC or the visa officer or the immigration, Canadian immigration, and see that you actually qualify to go into this university in Canada or college, okay, they will now ask you to do medicals. In case Canada asks you to do medicals, just know that your visa will be granted. That's document number one. So upfront medicals or not is welcome. Now, document number two is a digital photo. This digital photo is a photo. You do not necessarily need to sign on it. Okay, so don't let people tell you that, oh, sign. Don't sign. No, you just need a digital photo. That's a passport size photograph. Then another document you need is proof of identity. This proof of identity is a document to prove that you actually is who you are, okay, because they want to check your user's name, your passport details, in fact all of that. That is the proof of identity. So make sure you get your passport in order and then you submit to them. It's so important. Then the next document, which is one of the best you need to have, is the provincial attestation letter. Now, with this provincial attestation letter, your school is going to request for it from the province authorities and then send it to you. Now, remember, you have to pay attention to this because if your visa is rejected the first time, now you cannot use the first provincial attestation letter you got. You have to request for a new letter from the university. Now, in case you want to reapply for your program, now this is where the problem comes in. Remember, your visa was rejected because of something, right? Now, your school may be curious to know if you actually fixed that problem that your visa was rejected for. Because if you fix it, it means you are good to go, right? But they will want to be sure what the problem was and then also suggest possible ways to see that you fix that particular program or problem, because at the end of the day, if they apply again, it will still be rejected, right? And you know all these things, resources are involved. That's why you cannot use two provincial attestation letters at the same time. Now, with the same provincial attestation letter, remember I said it's coming from your university, so please take note. Then another document is your admissions letter, and this admissions letter, remember, it is a letter that must come from your university, and there is another document that we call the document that you get during visa application. I'm going to explain all of that, but for now, let's focus on this information. So after the admissions letter, of course, the admissions letter must come from a DLI institution, and make sure that it is from DLI and has a DLI number. It is registered. Then also, you can also put in your birth certificate, but I do not think they are really necessary except you are moving with family. That is my own opinion. So these are some of the documents that you need to upload on the website of Canada Immigration, okay, like the IRCC, because that's where you are going to be doing all of these uploads. Now, I think this is part 1 of the video. I'm going to bring part 2 later, then tell you so many things I've observed on the internet.